What is up, everyone on YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of The Backyard. Today we got a special video. Well, not really special, it's just another video. But today we are working on the Ford fucking Ranger. And specifically, I purchased this off Amazon. We are installing this Android head unit that has Android Auto and Apple Carplay, and I guess it has YouTube, Facebook, Skype, and whatever the fuck that is, Twitter, Messenger. But yeah, the current stock head unit is kind of trash. I hate that at night none of the buttons light up, so I don't know what to press. But yeah, we're gonna be installing this. I've also got this harness kit right here. I've opened it up already. Basically this allows you to not have to splice any wires, and you just connect these, solder them onto the harness that comes with this, and you're good to go. But sorry for the mess, but let's go ahead and open this and I'll show you what comes inside. And I'm gonna assume that we're gonna have to do some cutting and trimming. Got some little warranty cards and manuals. You got all your harnesses and plugs for subs and all that fun stuff. Got some mounting brackets. Looks like this is a faceplate. And then you got the actual unit itself right here. If I can get it out with one hand. Boom, it's nice and covered. That's the head unit. So 7 inches, because that's what fits the Ranger. Anything bigger is too big, interferes with the 4x4 buttons and the whatchamacallit, the cigarette lighter ports and all that. But yeah, let's go ahead. We're gonna go to the truck. We're gonna take out the current bezel and head unit, so we can see which one of these harnesses we're gonna use. I'm assuming it's this one because this has the most colors that match to the wires in this, but I might be wrong. So let's just go open it and find out. Ooh, check it out. Your boy got lazy to cook, so he did some instant ramen at Costco packs. What is this? Shin black with beef broth. It's just pretty fuego. The noodles are but the broth is ooh-wee. So cheers, y'all. Y'all, we fucked this shit up. God damn. Now it's time to install this radio. Let's get it. Alright guys, first things first. Anytime you work with anything electronic, you want to make sure you disconnect at least a negative terminal from your battery. Loosen that up, pop it out, and move it out the don't do that, and move it out the way. Put it right there for now. So yep, just disconnect it, move it out the way, you're good to go. You don't want to fry anything or shock yourself, so there you have it. Go ahead and put this, just because this thing wants to fling back, I don't want it to touch the terminal at all, so just insulate it. Check out that engine bay. Ooh, that 4.0 SOHC. We just topped with coolant, so we should be Gucci. But alright, let's get to this install. Alright, yeah, so to remove this bezel, basically this piece right here. Sorry if there's shitting lighting. There's 2 bolts, one right here and one right here, that we're gonna take out. You wanna grab your mini ratchet and pop those right off. These buttons kind of get in the way, or knobs, so just kind of work through it and eventually you'll be able to get it out. Alright, so once you get these off, we got them off. They're chilling right here. You should be able to just pop this off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because it's kind of hard with one hand. I got these little pry bar tools so you don't fuck up any of the trim. But yeah, just be careful because a lot of these things may still be connected on the back here. So goddamn, it's hot in here, but I'm doing this for you guys. Not really, I'm doing it for me because I hate this radio. See what I'm talking about? This shit, like, these don't light up. So when it's dark, and I don't even have a fucking dome light yet, I need to replace that. These don't light up. I don't know what the fuck. I have to guess which button is what. Which I don't really use it because I use this thing, this FM transmitter for Bluetooth right now. It does all right, but it's kind of annoying. So now we've got it all popped off with our pry tools. There's a few connections you want to disconnect. So there's the little 12 volt right here you want to disconnect, the fog light connector, and then on this side you've got the 4x4 you want to disconnect and the other 12 volt, and then we can keep it going. We got everything unplugged. This is what it looks like. And then you got your 2 plugs right there for the radio harness and the antenna for the radio. So you want to go ahead and unplug those 2 and we can keep going from there. So there you have it. This is our harness. Now we match up whichever one of these fits, and it looks like it's going to be the one that I guessed. So let's go ahead and try that. Otherwise we'll try one of these other ones. Looks like that works. So now we're gonna leave this like this for now. We're gonna take this inside and see if we can get this off, get the new radio to fit, and start soldering this to the new harness. So let's get it. All right, so I've got a rag out because I don't want my fiance to kill me for scratching up the table. But basically, to pop this radio out, you gotta press these tabs in on each side and essentially just push it out. Boom. And that slides right out. So that, keep it in case you ever sell the truck and want to keep your new radio. I don't blame you. Just set this to the side. Alright, so we got the new radio. I put the faceplate on it and mounting it on here. From the top, you can for sure see there's going to need a little bit of trimming to make it fit, which is okay. I think it's fine the way it sticks out a little bit. But yeah, you don't want to stick out too much, so we're going to do a little bit of cutting. So, okay, so before we do any cutting, we want to make sure that this works. So I'm going to go ahead. This is the new head unit's harness. This is the harness we bought to adapt to it. So basically we're just matching up all the colors and twisting the wires together, and then we're going to go ahead and solder them. Once we have them all matched up, and tape them up, and we should be good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, match up all the wires and do a test fit, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so we've got everything matched up to its color. You see there all the wires are twisted. We just need to solder them. There are 2 that don't have a connection, key 1 and key 2, and the reason being is these are for steering wheel controls. Our vehicle does not have steering wheel controls, so that's when you have the steering wheel, you know, you're driving along, you can skip a song and click on the steering wheel. Ford Ranger doesn't have that, wasn't out. We don't got to worry about that. So all we're gonna do is tape these off and tuck them away and forget about them. But before we connect these, we're gonna go ahead and solder them, electric tape around them. I don't have any. Typically what you want to do is you want to heat shrink them, is better protection because the tape can peel off, but I don't have any heat shrink, so we're just gonna test our luck with some tape, and I've never had an issue with it, so we'll see. So I'm gonna go ahead and solder this, tape it, do a test connection. So we're gonna plug it in, hook our battery back in, and make sure that this head unit is working properly before we do any cutting and go forward. Alright, yeah, so we got our soldering iron here, we got our flux and our cables. Basically you want to hit it with some flux, hit it with some soldering wire, and get it kind of like that one there. And we're going to do that to every single one. I'm not a professional solderer, I'm not an electrical engineer or an electrician, so don't judge me on how I'm doing this. Everything's soldered and taped up. There's a couple more connections that we don't need. This brown one, I think it's a dimmer wire. We don't need that. And then there's this antenna. We don't need that. We have a separate antenna. And then the 2 key 1 and key 2. These are for your steering wheel controls, which this Ranger does not have. So everything else is hooked up. We're gonna go hook it up to the truck and do a test fit or a test power and see if it works. Sheesh! Sheesh. Ooh, sheesh. My boy pulled up with the mole and arroz. Sheesh. All right, we got all the connections in place. Got the harness. We got 2 USB ports right here. Got a GPS. I'm probably never gonna use this, but never know. Maybe I like it. So we just gotta hook up the antenna, hook up the stock harness to this, and we're good to go. So then we'll hook up our battery, turn on the car, and see if we fucked anything up. All right, so we turned on the car. We got this shit. I don't know what the fuck that means, but looks like it's power on. So far, so good. Android 10 on this bitch. We got our phone, navigation, music. Oh, I guess that's it. Home. Let's go to music. Avril Lavigne, what the fuck? I guess this is preloaded on here? What the fuck? It's a little slow, but whatever, set wallpaper, I don't care. Radio, let's see if our antenna works. It works. Let's go 94.9.
Yeah, I was thinking there too. It was like 94.9 is like the only one that's good.
Well, this sucks having to search like this. I guess we can do our presets. We're in the bay, you know, 94 point. Why does it have these like 0.35s and shit?
Hey, copyright.
We confirmed this work. We're gonna take it off, adjust the bezel so that it can fit, and go from there. Basically, the back of the thing doesn't fit in this bezel, so you gotta cut this groove out a little bit. Basically, just grab your Dremel, little rotating bit, eye protection, and just have at it.
What?
Sheesh. Hit a drip, hit a drip, hit a drip. Oh, you almost had a clean one.
Check it. Ready? Oh, shit.
Garbage.
Oh, come on. Hold on, watch it. I'm about to hit it. You're even worse than me. Man, your cheeks.
Check it, ready? Oh, fucking crack. I got to do a clean manga for this, ready? Hold on. I need to position it. You ready? A little chain grip. I started too strong,
Your cheeks.
Oh, you like that one though. You like that thing. Let me get my shit back. Evie ain't fucking with our drifts. Alright, y'all. It's not the prettiest job, but we got this in. We had to do a lot of cutting. Kind of just forced it in there to stay in place. These brackets don't really work. There's nowhere to really hold it. I put a little zip tie there, so hopefully that holds it in place. And I might zip tie this to the other end somehow just to keep it held in place. But let's go put this on the truck and see what it do.
I'm about to hit.
All right, while my dude's drifting the little RC car, totaling my RX-7, we got this all installed. This thing isn't perfectly on there, but for now it'll do. Hopefully it doesn't, it's held in going inwards, but it can still pop out. But there's nothing forcing it out, I hope. Hopefully when we go off-roading it doesn't fall out. If it does, I'll have to jimmy something up. But we're gonna connect the battery, make sure all our switches, we plugged everything back in. We got the little GPS thing right here. We got to route that. We got the 2 USBs here. Those can stay there. That's fine. I might drill something so that they come out through here, but for now that's good. Let's go ahead, put our battery back in and start the car. All right, moment of truth. Battery's in. Car's unlocked. Turning it on. Car is on. Yo, do me a favor, bro.
Yeah.
Do the fog lights turn on? Okay. Make sure this works. That has power. Make sure this one works. That has power. Make sure our 4x4 works. Our little Android Auto is on. We're good. Let's test it out. Got all our apps right here. Aux. I'm gonna have to play around with this and see how it works. But you got your Play Store, you got YouTube, you got settings, Z-Link. We got our 2 USB cables down here. So we'll test that out. Our radio. No copyright, please. All right, it's only right that we end this video correctly. You want one, Javier?
No.
Pussy. Into my mini fridge we go. Corona Premier. You guys already know you can't do a car video without some beer. Sheesh. 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 All right, as y'all can see, we got this beautiful head unit installed, double din. Hopefully the instructions were pretty clear. I mean, I didn't go too in depth, but just a little bit of wiring. Make sure everything's plugged back in, test everything. I still got to test the 4x4, make sure I plugged it in correctly. Besides that, it's a nice fit. It works well. We tested the Bluetooth. I got to hook up the Apple Carplay and all that. I still got to figure out some of the stuff. Once I do, I'll give my review on that. But so far, it looks good, works good. It sounds better than the stock unit. That being said, cheers, y'all. Thanks for watching. Stay blessed. Peace.